You're already posting stuff? What do you...
People write to me.
You posting stuff before I can.
And someone, his friend said, "Why didn't you tag Miles?" I was like laughing so hard. He's not my friend.
I am now. He's very exclusive.
May I do that one?
Yes.
Alright, back in about a minute. And,
Oh my god, I'm annoyed at that commercial.
trying to think of some other,
Where's that commercial? What's in that commercial?
After.
I want to see Erik.
Not after. After.
After. Fall after some could say what I should. And also chance.
Chance.
If it's chance to pay away, she say some other dice. And the lot of dice. It's like dice.
Days.
Empty lot of dice. That's how Vanessa told me to do it.
Yeah.
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 Seems legit.
Just take the PSA time. Okay.
I think I already did that one.
I'll just turn this down.
Think of the choreography in your head so you remember the word of the lyrics.
Try not to hit that one.
Funny. That's
Sorry.
funny.
Oh, yeah, I have headphones on anyway, so.
Spent 2 days going, well in, furniture.
Oh, I see.
Well in, furniture. Well in.
For the finale?
Okay.
Is that
so you
finale?
you want,
I'm
I
trying to
can throw
remember
another
the
spot if you want.
Hey, Mama,
I'll
can
just
you
do
give
this
me
right
another
now.
one?
One of these right here.
Oh, okay.
People's lips and go,
See these up?
Well in.
Well, Angela hates that. She's like, no, you have to. Well in.
30 seconds, you guys.
Well in. You're not Christina
You
Aguilera.
should sing like a really long version for it after the show closes.
Yeah,
Just slur every word into the next.
15 seconds.
What?
Slur every word into the next.
10 seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds.
10 seconds, 10 seconds. There's like a heart.
You're here with Curtain Call and not Erik Ball today. I'm changing the name of your show, Erik, just to make sure that you show up next week. This is Glenn Heath hosting solo today, but I've got a wonderful group in here with me promoting Oliver, opening up at Super Summer Theater next Wednesday. I would not be doing my job properly if I didn't force the two of you to sing a little bit for us. There's a number of songs in the show. Consider Yourself, Food. I'm trying to think of some of the ones that pop off the top of your head.
Consider Yourself's one that most people are familiar with. Food, Glorious Food, definitely another. Oliver is
the title.
The title's Oliver.
Yeah.
Oliver. And then Oliver's Where Is Love is usually...
That's cool. I'm going to have you guys sing in a moment, so you give yourselves a moment to warm up your voices. But I wanted to push on a little information of some other theater in town, because you still have about a week and a half before you need to get out there to go see Oliver. Out at the ranch, bring a picnic, get there early, camp out under the sun, enjoy a fantastic show in the summer evening out there. We had some guests last week from Evil Dead the musical opening. They had a soft opening last week, but they're over there at the V Theater in Planet Hollywood. They have Friday and Saturday night shows, 10 and I believe 11:30. You can check out Curtain Call's Facebook page for some more information regarding them. We also have Trailer Park the Musical, LVLT's only musical, opening up in just a couple of weeks. You can go to lvlt.org to find out some more information on that. There's some benefit shows coming up in July. There's a number of shows for some benefits. The 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee is being performed Friday, July 6th. It's going to be at the Clark County Library on Flamingo. and you can get some more information through Las Vegas Clark County Library District, LV, Las Vegas, LV, LC, something like Las Vegas Clark County Library District. Just take the first letters of all those, .org, and you find some information about that. Very interesting production where there are some actors from London and, London, probably not your actors from Oliver, because that would be a little odd. But they're doing kind of like a swap, where they're going to be performing here, and then the cast is going to go perform in London. So, so a cross.
Super cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Let's do that.
Our scheduling today kind of prevented us from speaking with some members from the show at the Las Vegas Hotel. Stephen Sondheim's company is having 2 shows performing July 9th and 10th. You can get more information from Ragtag Entertainment and from Facebook as well. Girls, I'm hoping that you've had some time to warm up, because I don't have any audition notices other than the same one we've been touting for the last couple of weeks, which is the 4th show out at Super Summer, Leader of the Pack. And auditions are coming up for that in just a couple of weeks. July 7th, I believe those are happening at the Insurgo Theater Movement on the 3rd floor of the Plaza Hotel. You can get more information on Facebook, but the auditions are July 7th and July 8th. And basically a 1950s jukebox type show based on, I guess, story by Ellie Greenwich. We'll talk more about them at a later time.
No, yay!
Hey, I gotta fill time here. There's nothing.
Yeah, I believe that there's also an audition for Zeusical coming.
That's right. Thank you. That one's also being done by Ragtag, and you knew that because you were with Ben Lowy earlier today, and my friends over there at the Las Vegas Theater Arts Production Show. Catch their podcast every week, ldtaps.com.org.net. One of those. I want to say it's .com too. I feel like such a horrible friend, not knowing what it is.
Say .com.
Let's look it up, because I can fill time here by typing in LVTaps, and it is lvtaps.com. It's the only source for comprehensive coverage of Las Vegas theater arts community. It's not the only source. I'm pretty sure. I may not be as comprehensive, but I'm certainly entertaining. And Eric's even more entertaining. Wish he were here. Hope you're listening, Erik. Because I'm going to ask Sara Andreas and Alexa Freeman, playing Oliver and the Artful Dodger, to sing for us. And you're going to be singing a cappella, so what are you guys going to sing?
Sarah's first gonna sing "Where Is Love."
Oh, okay.
Like a little section, and then we're both gonna sing the singers.
Sounds fantastic. I don't have a pitch pipe. Just any notes? There's your starting note. Give me a C. Give me a bouncy C. So whenever you're ready, sing away.
Where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Where is she who I close my eyes to see? Will I ever know the sweet hello that's meant for only me?
Woo!
That is fantastic. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Nervous singing? Did they make you sing? Did Ben, Max, and Lysander make you sing too?
No.
Got one on you, boys. That's all right. They made me sing once, and I forgot the lyrics.
Don't repeat that story, Glenn.
It's gonna be still recording video. So for most of you that missed the show, I'm glad you're now watching it on YouTube, which is like I'm talking to the future. And the future of theater here in Las Vegas, here here with me. So the both of you are going to sing a little of "Consider Yourself."
Yes. All right.
All right. You're starting it off,
Yep.
Alexa. Okay.
All right. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. I've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got we share. If it's a chance to be, we should see some harder days. Empty lot of days. Why grouse? Always a chance we'll meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself
At home,
Consider yourself
one of the family.
We've taken to you.
So strong,
It's clear we're
going to get along.
Nobody tries to be lordy-do-uppity. There's a cup of tea for all. Only it's wise to be handy with a rolling pin when the landlord comes to call. Consider yourself.
Our mate,
We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration we can't stay.
consider yourself one of us.
Wow.
Yay!
That's amazing.
Good job, Bill.
That's so fun to hear, especially live. Singing a cappella is not the easiest thing, and both of you just did a fantastic job. I'm verklempt. That's actually one of my favorite songs, and so knocked it out of the park, Alexa. Thank you.
You can hear Angela Chan's.
You may be able to see it. I'm not sure if Olive Miles is in the camera shot there, but I'm watching Miles, and he's short. Yes, enunciation and very very wonderful tone and the dialect coming out, because I wasn't sure whether or not you were gonna actually have them sing in
Yeah.
okay.
Kind of got
Because
it.
you ever hear people from outside of the United States singing,
They sound American.
Yeah, Celine
they-
Dion.
you don't hear anything.
never know she's
Yeah.
French Canadian or Irish or whatever it is she is.
You know what's so interesting? Something burn. The script is written in dialect,
Oh, okay.
which is very
Phonetically, it's
yes.
oh wow.
It's written. It's
And
written
it's
in
really
dialect. But
written.
what's really interesting is, especially when Miles and Vanessa took a look at it, they're like, "We don't even know what this. I don't even know what they were trying to
What are
say.
they saying?
We've never heard this before in our lives."
We have H's in England. We use them sometimes.
Yes, there was a.
Just not when it's cold outside and we need to turn up to 8.
Yeah.
F E.
8.
I
There's a profound lack of H's in the script. So.
I wonder if that's intentional. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just tuning in, you've missed a wonderful hour with my guests, Jeynifer Tribbitt, Miles Coleman, Sara Andreas, and Alexa Freeman from the cast of Oliver. Again, opening not next week. You guys are just loading
A week
in
from Wednesday.
a week from Wednesday, July 11th. So this Wednesday would be kind of odd to open up, especially Independence Day, doing a British.
I can't imagine we would get a big crowd.
Well, the whole thing of the United States celebrating their independence on July 4th, and hey, let's see production of
Sing
Oliver.
the British national anthem today. Maybe not.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask our guests if they want to stick around for a little bit longer, because we've got a whole nother hour to fill. I'm not going to ask you guys to stick around for another hour, but you're welcome to sit and hang around a little bit. But we're going to take another quick commercial break, and want to thank the cast from Oliver and break legs. Okay.
Alright, so hold on a second.
Ready?
It's like the craziest version of
I know.
Most overdone it.
You guys want to stick around for a little bit?
The same commercial comes on every time.
What is it? Is it in 15 minutes?
Sweet and
Well, commercials like every 20 minutes, but this would be where the next group would be sitting out there. But I had to reverse things because Oliver was supposed to be the second group.
He's got nothing for the next hour.
I've got nothing for the next hour.
That's basically what he's
Just
saying.
hanging out for another.
I don't mind at all if we can run to the ladies' room.
Sure, absolutely.
We have ladies' room time.
If it comes back on, I'm going to talk about how you're in the bathroom.
I'm totally gonna do
So
that.
yeah, you have options of like using some of those. It's right one to the right. To the left.
Again.
Okay.
I like
Yeah, I'll
the
do that.
When we're done with this play,
Thank you.
I'm going to teach you an Australian accent.
Oh,
'Cause you're so cockney, you almost Australian.
really?
Yeah, it's quite close.
That's a little scary.
It's probably a little bit like coffee, right?
It's a lot like cockney. It's like cockney with a sort of question tweak tone.
You're totally normal in your
American accent.
I can't do it. I
Yes,
can
you
do
can.
American characters, but like
No, do American
Miles
accent.
doesn't have an American accent, so
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Do it.
Try it.
I can't do it. I have to do a voice of someone else, someone that's not me, someone that isn't Miles at all.
Okay.
And then I can do it pretty good.
Can you sound like
People will
Mickey
be
Mouse?
fooled by it.
So it's a little Matthew McConaughey in there.
Yeah, right? That was.
It's only Matthew McConaughey if he takes off the shirt completely.
Just randomly for
Yeah.
no reason. I think that's in Cirque training. Those guys do that a lot.
Got water?
Is that a remote control flying shark? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an inflatable?
Isn't, yeah, we had a healing tank in here. We inflated some fluid around the studio.
Really?
Oh, Jennifer's back.
I'm back.
Yeah, so whatever you're doing with that green
Sarah
down
has
there.
decided
This
to
was,
go
yeah,
to
done that. So just, I guess go with the rest of the ones that you had out.
So,
Did if you need
So
a
four?
break.
what do you think?
So,
Mark?
alright,
Yeah.
so I guess we'll,
minutes.
the next break we go back into,
What are you going to talk about?
Yeah. And that'll be the
What
last
are you
one.
going to talk
What are you
about?
going to talk about?
What are you going to talk about? Did you really just say
wait,
that?
I can't
You got a piece of dry skin on your
Just
fucking
this one
crap on
video.
the other day. Cannot look at
That's
it.
not
one
gonna
more
kill
second.
you. Your voice sounds fine to me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
there we go.
I just,
And we're back on.
Yeah, no. I'm getting
Is that her?
Welcome back to Curtain Call with Eric Ball. I am not Eric Ball. I know that sounds very confusing. This is Glenn Heath filling in, flying solo this week, and having a little extended time with my friends from the cast of Oliver. I do want to give a shout out to my friend Eiler, who was here earlier but is doing Tournament of Kings and unable to give a little promotion for Company, the Stephen Sondheim show that is being done on July 9th and 10th out at the Las Vegas Hotel. Fantastic opportunity to see a bunch of great performers in this town. Not to be outdone by the fantastic performers I've got sitting right next to me. If you missed hearing Sara Andreas and Alexa Freeman sing a little bit from the production Oliver, go to our Facebook page, Curtain Call with Eric Ball, or the website, and we'll have the links to the video that's being done, and you'll be able to hear those songs. And you guys could probably steal those clips from us, illegally of course, and use them for whatever demo reels you need to produce. But the two of you, you guys have only been in rehearsals for how many months?
3.
3 months. And
Almost 3.
and the accents are really good. And I gotta hand it to you. Both of you, really strong voices, really good, clear. I'm still crying over here. Consider Yourself is a great song, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it in the full production on stage.
Thank you.
No, thank you. So it's really fun to see young performers. I mean, are any of your kids any of your kids performing? Or are they on the techie side of things?
I have to tell you, so I
Not that I'm disparaging techies.
Absolutely
any
not.
techies
No.
out there, you make us look good.
Oh
so.
my gosh.
Chris behind me is like, he had a gun pointed to my head. He's like, I'm running your board, sir. If you better say something nice to me, or you will be off the air in a moment, and I'll be playing highlights from the pool tournament. That's pool starts with P, and that rhymes with T, and I'm a tool.
What is happening?
I'm feeling.
Things are falling away fast.
Things are looking up.
What were you just talking
No,
about?
what
did you say?
Well, these kids are a unique breed when it comes to them being performers.
My kids. You asked
yeah, well, I was asking about your kids.
Yeah, no, it's not cool to do what your parents do. That's what we've learned.
Well, see,
my husband is a performer. He also is a technician for Love. He runs automation, makes things go up and down. And I do. He does. That's
so. Miles ushers and your husband makes things go up and down.
There's a joke in here somewhere.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Big.
If there were not children in here or FCC regulations, I probably had a we could fill up the next hour just doing some
riffing on that.
Oh my goodness.
No, so it's not as I do have 4 kids, 19 to 6, and it's they because we're so like animated at home anyway. I think
Seems
they
like a
perform
performance.
more than your average kid only because that's how our house behaves. But they, none of them are like passionate about the theater. It's just that goofy
none of them
thing.
have their own private skulls that they
no,
do.
it's not cool to do what your parents do. Like, that's it's not novel. It's not. It's like.
Well, and I wonder, because my daughter is just finding out about theater, and she's just a little bit older than Sarah and Alexa here.
Right, my kids are still pretty young.
Yeah. Well, you're still young. How do you have a 19-year-old?
I adopted when I was dead.
And I'm wondering, are you planning on adopting any of the orphans out of the show? I mean, there's got to be some wonderful connections that you're making. Being able to watch these kids grow. I mean, when you get to some of the older, actors. I mean, Miles is
he's
not
as grown as he's getting.
Yeah,
that's
it.
He's a one-trick pony.
I'm sure he may want you to adopt him at some point.
I am emotionally very, very young.
No,
high fives.
What you're looking for is immature.
I'm emotionally young at heart. That's how you see it.
Really? Is that what we're going with?
You're only as old as your driver's license says you are.
These kids are, just across the board. They're each little microcosms. They're little personalities, and because we cast 10 kids instead of 30 kids to fill up the stage, each one of them was. We had over 100. Kids audition for this for the show, so
they've been looking forward to auditioning for this since it was announced last
summer.
year.
Absolutely, and when we looked at these kids, I mean it was an extraordinarily difficult process, and we knew that between Angela, the musical director, and the choreographer, and myself, we were looking for these little personalities that could just blossom. That each child had their own voice and their own place, and. They just, it wasn't, as I mentioned before, an ensemble kid number 4. Go do an ensemble kid thing.
And the old adage of never work with children or animals. But
kids are so much better than the adults.
I was going to say so much better than animals.
No, they're so much more prepared. They're professional.
Well, and that's
the adults are just ridiculous.
Excuse me.
Present company excluded, I'm sure.
Totally included.
But kids are kind of, they have that X factor because you never know, and when you start bringing in a whole bunch of kids,
like the wild card component.
Yeah.
You know what? And there is that. And I will be very honest with you and our listening audience. I'm very comfortable working with kids. I'm very excited to work with children. I love children.
Well, you have a few of them on.
I have them on my own, but I love teaching them. I mean,
of course.
I love watching their process is really fun. I was far less concerned about the kids. I was a little worried about moms, honestly. A little bit worried about the moms.
You have some theater moms?
Not a one. I don't know what kind of mom lottery we won. But
the moms that are here in the studio with us are like, yeah, we win.
But can I tell you, the moms that are in the studio with us have been, they're there for rehearsals. Anything we ask them, they've been sweeping up afterwards. They get the kids there. The kids are always
they're
supported.
like the techs.
They are they're magnificent. They are just incredible. I seriously. What's that?
Yay,
The kid
Mom!
text.
The
Yeah,
kid
well,
text.
well, kid, you know, they call them Wranglers, but you know, we'll call them kid texts.
and they have actually signed up. There are kid wranglers.
And that's you know the parents of theater, you know, kids, they're the unsung heroes because it's a very huge commitment. You know, it's like a child that's trying to be in the Junior Olympics or something.
Sure, absolutely.
And having to drive 3 hours every weekend to go, go to the ice rink or go to the pool or whatever else.
Yeah, right now these kids are looking at, from now to the end, and they've been here for a while, 4 to
And
5 hours, 6-hour rehearsals
And you're getting
day.
into the tech rehearsals to where they're going to be living out at the ranch.
Tech week is my favorite week.
Why is that?
Really?
Because it's when the tech people all come together and they make us, as you said, they make us look.
Well, you do a fair job of making yourself look good with that voice you got there, but it's interesting that you say you like Tech Week. I mean,
I love Tech Week.
There are aspects of Tech Week I do like, and it's finally getting to see the show coming together on all components.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Putting your costume on for the first time.
Yeah, like have the little pieces of the puzzles.
When the lights hit your
It's
face
kind
the
of-
first time.
Yes, but contrary to that, it's also like taking a piece out of the puzzle once it's complete and putting it back in 50, 60 times because a Tech Week can get very repetitive.
Right.
And obviously there's a purpose for it to make the show
I always
look good.
find it pleasant that other people have been doing something, and I go, okay,
So
it's a show, and it's not just all me. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good to find out. There's other scenes and stuff is actually going to fit together. And
Well, and again, and just that without making light of your comment, but sometimes it's not till Tech Week that you actually go, oh, this is where this comes in.
Yep.
You've read the script 100 times.
this is why I feel this way.
Oh, this is why we had this in rehearsal. Now I see how this falls. Oh, I actually have a quick change. I didn't realize that. So there's all those moments that really culminate to the end.
It builds that excitement.
Yeah.
You start to see it.
And that's I think something that is always fun to see with children. Is that excitement never really disappears. With the older actors who've done it for years and years,
They're just
sometimes we get jaded, and bitter, and I could have done that role so much better.
Is that what it is, man?
Why when you get bitter and jaded, do you grow an English accent? That's
Because my German one isn't so good.
Because of the Revolutionary War. We've discussed this.
I always wondered that. Why is it in the movies like Star Wars? The Empire is has an English accent, or they have a German
I think
accent.
in that case, it was because they were making it on the cheap in England at Pinewood. So.
That's all they had available.
Let's just get some English people in here off the street. You, get in here.
Did all the kids go through the dialect training? I asked the question that exploded Jennifer's head.
I just choked.
The microphone is not supposed to. Did you have all the kids go through dialect?
As needed.
Okay.
So if we noticed there, and the adults too, we had a lot of the adults spend time with Vanessa to try to, and spend some time with Miles. He's been in
Not
America
too much
a little
time with
longer
Miles, I hope.
than Vanessa. Vanessa has a much more elegant accent than Miles.
She does, it's true.
It's true.
That's because occasionally I have to order through a drive-through, which means you have to say burrito without the T's, put D's in place. And that's
Burrito.
Yeah, you can sit at a drive-through and go, I need 2 chicken soft tacos, please, and you can be there for half an hour as they repeat it back to you again and again.
I've never gone through a drive-through doing a foreign accent. I've done, telemarketers call me. I'll drop into an accent and just keep them on the phone as long as possible. It's good practice.
Bean burrito, but Vanessa actually makes me order at the drive-through from the passenger seat. So,
Oh, fun.
can I have a bean burrito, please? And they go, huh?
So how would Vanessa say it?
Why don't you just go to McDonald's or something instead?
Taco Bell.
It's like,
Why-
hey, this is Long John Silver's. We don't have bean burritos,
That is
sir.
your problem.
I remember ordering a small bean dip once, and I said, small bean dip. Excuse me? Small bean dip. Huh? small.
I don't even know what a small bean
dip.
dip is.
And the guy finally repeated it back to me in a perfect English accent. We don't have a small bean dip.
This is CVS Pharmacy.
What is a small bean dip?
So
If you know what a small bean dip is, feel free to give us a call at 221-SAVE, which is the number here for AM 1400. And tune in every weekday for the radio shopping show. There's opportunity to get tickets for the shows that we promote here on Curtain Call, as well as a lot of other items. But tune in weekdays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 1 to 6, and weekends, 9 a.m. to noon. And check out other things going on, www.kshp.com with a radio shopping show. I'm going to ask Sarah and Alexa a couple more questions, and I appreciate you guys sticking around a little bit, a little extra time. I know your time is valuable, but I know that if you leave right now, Jeynifer, you probably got to go back out to the range. So I'm saving you sweating and lifting.
Really just delaying the inevitable at this point.
Yeah, but that's what an AD is for. So.
Exactly, yeah.
This is the last time off you get for 2 weeks.
Can I say thank you to my stage manager?
You can say thank you to everyone because we got time to fill. Practice your
Marnie,
Oscar speech.
Amazing.
Sarah, Alexa, so what are you guys looking forward after this show? Because theater is a bug. It's a virus that gets into your system and never lets go, and it spreads like wildfire.
Oh, that makes it sound great.
Doesn't it? It's
sort of like pneumonia.
The better choice than what I was going to use.
Bubonic plague.
Well, something more communicable.
Lovely.
But do you guys, Sarah, you probably don't do theater in homeschool, but there's not a whole lot of stuff for kids. So what do you guys do, to keep those skills honed? Because, as you get older, there seems to be less stuff as well, but not that I'm old yet. But it's
kids' options are really, really limited.
Yeah, and when you get shows like Oliver and Annie. What other kids shows? Seussical, to some extent.
Do you know what's really interesting is you said what other kids shows are there, and what we've done with this one is although there are children in the show, this is an adult show that has children in it.
Love it.
Rather than a children's show.
Okay.
So these kids are expected to behave professionally, like adults.
Of course.
There's nothing...
You've had 3 months to whip them into shape, so...
And there are beatings.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Well, they're orphans. They deserve beatings.
I'm telling you.
How dare you not have parents? Please, sir, can I have some more?
I'm so sorry I interrupted.
Sarah, like I said, theater at home every day is a production. But Alexa, you're going into high school?
Yes.
What high school are you going to?
I am going to Green Valley High School.
Oh, fantastic. And I'm pretty sure they have theater program there.
They do.
So I presume you'll be involving yourself in that?
Yes.
Great. Well, then that real short answer to a question. I should probably not ask yes or no questions. Can you elaborate on that affirmative?
All right.
How do you feel about it?
Do you have auditions, for the theater program at Green Valley?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay.
I don't have all the details.
Yeah, she hasn't gone to school there yet?
Oh, my daughter has theater auditions in 2 weeks for her high school, or at different theater stuff. Her tennis team is already practicing.
Really?
Yeah. I don't get high school. I never did when I was there. Good luck with high school.
Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Watch out for those swirlies. But Sarah, is theater part of your curriculum for homeschool?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you do? Do you practice monologues, singing?
Well,
invite Miles over to torment and taunt.
I'm constantly singing at home, but I do voice lessons.
Okay.
I said doo-doo.
Yes. I said.
Another high five moment.
On the
Yay.
radio. Fantastic.
You should try it. It's really fun.
I
Okay,
do stuff at home.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
do stuff
And
at
you
home.
do stuff. Yes.
And I'm constantly singing and dancing at home, so I practice all the time.
Any shows that you hope to do in the future? Either one of you.
I don't know.
Oh, come on! You've got to have a
Everybody
bucket
has a
list.
dream.
Everyone has their bucket
Uh,
list. Because you get at some point where you're either too young or too old for certain roles, and sometimes roles happen and you're not available, or you're involved with something else.
Yeah, somehow, some way in the future, I want to play Thoroughly Modern Millie.
That's adorable.
I don't know whether it's community, regional, Broadway, whatever. I just want to play that role.
That is surprising.
That role.
Isn't that surprising?
Is
Who
it?
would pick that show?
The main one.
I would like to
It's
play
not one I would
someone
expect
Who
kids to be
would you like
familiar
to
with.
play, Miles? Who would you like to play? in
the
future?
same character.
The same.
Yes.
Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Enough.
Oh, it's on.
It's a dream
It's
of
on.
mine. Always has.
See, and I don't necessarily have a whole lot of roles on my bucket list. There's a few. Sweeney Todd is one.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the deep, rich character roles. That's on my list, and someday, Lord willing, and director's casting. But any bucket list roles for you, Sarah?
Well,
Other than because you can't have the same ones as Alexa because you guys are friends right now. I want to play Princess Fiona. No, I want to play Princess
All
Fiona.
in bad ways.
She could be the.
I want to
teen one.
be Beauty. No, I want to be Mrs. Potts. No, I want to be. I've run out of
Name them
roles.
all. We'll wait.
Did you say Will Wheaton?
Will
Will Wait. Oh. Wow, I was going to say, that's an awesome
Wow.
segue to get into
I
Will
think
Wheaton.
that is better.
My nerd flag is flying high. And I keep interrupting Sarah because she's just about ready to talk, and then I interrupt with something completely irrelevant and unfunny. If you're just tuning in, the irrelevance and unfunniness is continuing with Jeynifer Tribbitt, Miles Coleman, Sara Andreas, and Alexa Freeman from Oliver, the musical being performed opening July 11th and performing through the 28th out at Super Summer Theater. You can get tickets at Showtix4U at the UNLV box office, or run the risk of a sold-out show and showing up at the theater.
I feel that might be a risk.
I'm pretty sure you guys will sell out a number of performances,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Especially if anyone listened to either of the girls singing from the show. It's fantastic. Miles, you didn't sing.
No. Well, I'm a bad guy in the play. So
No, sing Miles.
he just grumbles his way through the song.
Do you have a song you
I
grumble
did sing
through?
at the audition so badly for Fagin that I ended up as Bill Sykes. So there
Okay.
you go.
Well, see, and that's actually sometimes I wonder because I just finished Crazy for You, where the character I played doesn't sing. So I'm in a musical, and it's like
character notes.
no. I did sing. I did learn the vocals to sing backstage when
Right.
my mic was off for the most part, and but during yeah,
Because it's a
so
musical, you assume everybody's singing.
you'd think everyone was singing. So
I saw it twice.
yeah. So it's I wonder, did I sing that poorly in my audition? Probably not, but
Sarah, do you have any dream roles?
yeah. So
Okay.
thanks. You're listening to Curtain Call with Jeynifer Tribbitt.
So,
and the knowledge of theater shows will expand as you get older, and there'll certainly be new roles that come out, because when I was your age there was no such thing as Wicked, and I'd love to play Dr. Dillamond in that someday. Avenue Q didn't exist back when I was
I
a
want to
kid.
be a puppet in Avenue
It's a
Q.
fun show.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's a fun.
I would love to be a puppet.
I
in
I,
that.
I,
really?
I did
Oh
a
my
production
gosh,
of that last
heartbeat.
October.
Oh.
It was so fun.
Holy moly. All right, but this is all
Yeah,
about
this is
Sarah.
all about Sarah.
Sarah, speak.
Gosh, quit interrupting Alexa for crying out loud.
That's what we say every
Ah.
day at rehearsal.
That's nothing new.
You know what, Miles? You know what?
Consider yourself cut off.
You got it hooked now.
I've always wanted to play Cosette, which I will be doing for Fred and Erik Smith Center.
Yay.
It's like a medley, so
Oh, okay. A concert version.
yeah.
Okay.
Concert fantasy. And I also love, also from Les Miserables, Eponine, which I will have to play when I'm older because I love that character. She's like one of my favorites.
Very cool. It's a wonderful musical. So you'll be doing some performances at the Smith Center?
Yes.
In Reynolds Hall or in the studio theater there? Do you know yet?
No, we haven't even started rehearsal, so I don't really know much about it.
Mom's shaking it. Oh, it's what, 10 years from now? 10 years away? What?
It's August.
Oh, August. Oh, come on. I'm booked all the way through November.
Yeah.
I wish.
We're just trying to get through next week.
Yeah. Well, no, that's. But I'll speak for myself. But I'm never at a point in the show where I'm like, oh, I'm ready for this to be done because I've got another show coming up. I love the overlap because it just keeps my mind sharp. And as I get older,
Your mind is getting dull?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that, Glenn?
I forgot where I was. I forgot my train of thought. See,
Let's
that's
make Miles
improv.
No.
Do you, Miles? Do you have a solo in the show?
I do have one song, but it's just Bill Sykes being gravelly and nasty.
Okay.
He did.
Nobody mentions my name.
And as the needles go all the way to the right on that one, I'm gonna let you guys get out of here, and I want to thank you all for spending the extra time because I know that you were busy earlier today doing a similar thing with boys over at LV Taps, and I'm sure they enjoyed your company as much as I have. Jeynifer, it's wonderful seeing you again.
So great seeing you, and thank you so much for having us.
Oh, absolutely, and I look forward to seeing what you put together out there. I've got Jeynifer Tribbitt, director of Oliver, Miles Coleman, who's playing Bill Sykes, Sara Andreas, in the title role of Oliver, and Alexa Freeman, playing the Artful Dodger, July 11th through the 28th at Super Summer Theater. Thank you all so much for spending time with me.
Thank you.
Break legs.
Thank you.
And now I must go back to the shadows.
Just to try it.
But you have to, don't you? I was watching.
Yeah, I gotta get on the shower.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Thanks.
To a great big
It's a pleasure.
Now you would have like 30
out there.
minutes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to see what those mad people have been doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you had enough to ranch.
It cut off on Glow.
Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Pleasure to meet you. I will see you girls out there. Thank you
See you
very
out
much,
there.
Alexa, Sarah.
Any choices? All the choices.
And I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. I
Likewise,
guarantee
it's great.
it will happen again.
sounded so great.
It will happen again because
Oh, thank you for
you
doing
kids grow up so fast.
Purdy.
I see Melanie every day.
For a day, I see her for
Yeah.
times.
Well, Kelly and I live together now, so I see Melanie every day.
Yeah, we
She
saw
just-
Melanie at the audition.
Yep. So it's amazing.
We just hug her whenever we can.
All right, I've got to figure out for the next half hour what may be going on.
You'll have to sing some songs. Yeah.
I could, but I don't think anyone would want to listen. So.
You can do it.
Food, glorious food.
There you go.
I'll just do that for a half hour.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it Jeynifer Tribbitt? Yes.
I'm Lisa, by the way.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you
you.
very much,
Thanks.
Lisa.
Stacy. Hey. I was telling you.
Okay, so what's the plan?
I don't know what you've
What do
done.
you do if you want to kill it? Or maybe you've got, like,
Eric's on his way. Won't make it until 4, so Eric should be here. Oh, till 4:30. I wouldn't make it till. He's all the way in Summerlin. Wouldn't make it till 4:30.
Oh, no.
Is more important than ever. When foreclosures rise, so can crime. Uncut lawns, trash, and empty driveways are open invitations for crime. Empty homes make perfect locations for drug dealers. Squatters find vacant houses.
Just make sure the door's locked.
Take over.
Just in
Teenagers
case
use
we
abandoned
get
homes
shoppers
for
trying to
vandalize. To combat these new threats, urge your community association to work with local police to patrol vacant homes. Contact your city, county, or housing authority to cut overgrown lawns and pick up trash. Report broken windows and doors to the police and educate your child that it is not okay to go into an abandoned house. To learn more about protecting your neighborhood, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Are you tired
I've got texting with Eric, so
Okay.
Depending if he calls in, I
Yeah.
can chat with
That
him
works.
for the next
That
half
works.
hour.
That definitely works.
Commission, having hidden games or upgraded packages is just another way to scam you. And check out TomBartonSports.com. At TomBartonSports.com, we are changing the sports service industry. We charge you just $79.95 a month with no other fee ever. TomBartonSports.com not only wins, but includes a full detailed write-up of why each game was selected. TomBartonSports.com monitors and lists each play we select so you can track our records. Tom Barton worked for ESPN and ABC for over 10 years and now brings his expertise to the sports handicapping world. TomBartonSports.com will show you how to win consistently and manage your money the right way. Come check us out at TomBartonSports.com and find out why we are the evolution of sports handicapping.
We got one more we can do?
Yeah.
Any other?
And
You got one at the very bottom.
Head to the #1 comedy club in the country, Touch USA
Then,
Today.
so after this one, we're going to do the ID.
Tropicana, Las Vegas. From the Sunset Strip to the Las Vegas
Oh,
Strip.
well, you want to run some more spots until the final.
Yeah, if he calls in,
That's
then
fine.
he's calling now.
Okay.
Louis Anderson, Nick Cannon, Kathy Griffin, Sam Kinison.
So we'll do the spot, and then we can patch him in live.
Yeah.
For tickets and showtimes, call 702-739-2222. That's the
KCHB 1400 Curtain Call.
at the new Tropicana Las
There.
Vegas Hotel.
Okay, we'll put you on right now. We got about 10 seconds.
Keep it tuned right here to the sports voice of Las Vegas, AM 1400 KSHP, North Las Vegas.